So with the release of the final shape, we got 3 new supers, and also 3 of the most overpowered exotics in the history of the franchise. That paired with some sandbox tuning and a certain artifact mod means that Warlocks are back! Baby. And I don't just mean well, because Warlocks have always been on for well, and also Strand Warlock because of its fantastic damage. But I mean Warlocks are back. Song of Flame is absolutely fantastic, and I don't even know what else to say about it. The fact that it's a super you can use in a damage rotation, especially considering it's grenade and melee based, instantly raised my eyebrow. And now that I have my hands on it, I can say, holy fuck, this thing is good. Pair that with Star Eaters on the new exotic class item, and it's nuts. In addition to Song of Flame as well, Nova Bomb got a buff. I was originally really disappointed with the buff it got, but it genuinely feels really good considering the artifact perk Expanding Abyss. I can see it getting another buff going into the next episode so that it stays good without the perk, but what really needs a buff is the new Titan super Twilight Arsenal. Look, if I was a Titan, I would be so disappointed, but I'm not a Titan main, so I'm not really too sad. But this super is mid. It does less damage than Nova Bomb while also taking way more time to pop. I'm just talking about the base super, not even the axes, because if you pick up the axes and throw them instead of just using your weapon, you're just wasting damage. It's unfortunate, but, you know, the truth is just that Warlocks are on top. Or bottom in my case, but that's something other than... The role I really want is Star Eaters and Apotheosis. So I did some testing to see, well, which build on Prismatic is the best for damage with it. The first build I tried was with Storm Grenades. All the builds have Cinder Snap on. I'd rather have Ignitions than Unravel personally. Plus it kind of feels like Arcane Needle hits like a wet pool noodle. Guys, I'm like a decent ways into editing this video, and I just remembered that Facet of Courage exists. I have made a grave mistake by not including it. Just pretend it's in here. I'm sorry, but, you know, snapping fire out of my fingers just feels way cooler. I don't make the rules. Alright, I'm getting my big Destiny tuber pants on right here with this one. The base damage of Song of Flame that I got, no Star Eaters, and the surge damage bonus removed is 608,125 damage. With Star Eaters' 70% damage buff, the damage increases to 1,033,813 damage, or 69,711 DPS. The Apotheosis rotation was around 5 grenades and 4 melees, which removing the 25% solar surge adds up to 155,861 damage just from the melees and the subsequent ignitions, and 185,254 damage from the storm grenades. This is a total of 341,115 damage from this Apotheosis build, and adding the super damage from before adds up to a total of 1,374,928 damage. Call me Neil deGrasse Tyson, I'm mathing this shit up. But it gets better. Blue is good. But everybody knows in their hearts of hearts that even if they don't want to admit it, purple is better than blue. It's like spicy blue, and this is no exception. Replacing storm grenades with vortex grenades makes this build much better. Using Faceted Dominance, I'll throw vortex before I pop my super, and the weaken will last 8.28 seconds out of the 15 seconds that I'm in my super. This brings the damage of a Star Eater's Song of Flame up to 1,129,394 damage. Not only do void grenades weaken, but the weaken also makes the grenades do slightly more damage than storm grenades too. This, along with the weaken, brings the Apotheosis damage up to 415,268 damage. Adding the super to that adds up to a theoretical total of 1,544,662 damage. That's pretty good. What really makes this fantastic is that you can use this in a damage rotation with your weapons. Will you get the same damage from the super and Apotheosis if you also use your weapons? Hell no. But what you lose, you easily add way more, since, shocker, you're using your weapons. That being good, and Warlocks as a whole being good, it makes me all giddy, I'm not gonna lie. I start jumping for joy whenever I think about it. And what especially makes me giddy, however, is the fact that Nova Bomb out-damages the new Titan Super. Nova Bomb out-damages the new Titan Super. Twilight Arsenal with the Void Surge removed, because I did this while there was the Void Surge, did 340,286 damage. It takes around 4 seconds to pop, which gives it a DPS value of 85,072 DPS. Meanwhile, Cataclysm Nova Bomb did 353,981 damage, and that's also with the Void Surge removed. Nova Bomb takes around 1.5 seconds to pop, which gives it a DPS value of 235,987 DPS. Shocker, that's like a little bit better than 85,072 DPS. Now you may say, oh, Twilight Arsenal has the axes you can pick up and throw, which makes its damage better than Nova Bomb. But the main problem with that is that takes time to do. And that's time that you could just be using weapons that'll do significantly more damage than picking up the axes. There's also a weird bug with Twilight Arsenal where sometimes the axes will just fall and not even get thrown. This is only talking about the new supers and the recently buffed ones too. Warlocks still have the fantastic damage rotations on Strand Warlock, and also have Well of Radiance, which even after the nerf is still great. You can also buff Nova Bomb with the artifact perk Expanding Abyss, which significantly increases its damage. It's about, what, 35% or so. Pair that along with the Star Eaters class item, and it's insane. I do have to admit though that Needle Storm outdamages Nova Bomb slightly on Prismatic, which would make it the better pick on Prismatic if it wasn't for the fact that Needle Storm can't hit a target to save its life. Shit's like confetti, like it goes everywhere, which makes the consistency of Nova Bomb far worth the like 10k extra damage you would do on Nova Bomb, even if you hit all your needles, and also if you're not using Expanding Abyss, which just, you know, it makes Nova Bomb better. So yeah, Warlocks are back. And I mean, they never really left in the first place, but they're even more back now. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna go jump for joy because I'm very excited. I'm a happy boy right now. And as always, go fuck yourself.